Hello there. Olatunji Sobodu is my name, and it is once again Leadership Monday. Leadership Monday. You are welcome, and today I'll be speaking on the subject. It's time for change. It's time for change. On Leadership Monday, we hand that vital nugget for doing leadership right. And today I want to draw your attention to a very important aspect of leadership, and that is the leader as a change agent. The leader as a change agent. So you are welcome. It's indeed time for change. It's indeed time for change. And I hope you are set, and that will be your focus doing leadership this week. That should be your focus doing leadership this week. If you haven't been paying attention to that, well, you need to start paying attention. You need to start paying attention if you haven't been paying attention to it. But there's a particular way I want to draw your attention to this subject of change, this aspect that leaders must focus on, or that your leadership must focus on. And what is that aspect? Again, at Emed Leadership Academy, which brings you these Monday nuggets. It's all about truth. We nurture leaders based on truth. And truth for us is found in the Word of God. So let's go there. And I'd like for you to look at Mark 1 and verse 17. Mark chapter 1 and verse 17. What it says there is something that you are very familiar with, that we're all very familiar with. And it was talking about, Jesus who was walking by the sea. He was walking by the Sea of Galilee. And there he met two guys, two brothers actually, and they were fishermen. Two brothers, they were fishermen. And then he said to them, "Follow me, and I will make you become fishers of men." He met fishermen, two brothers, and he said, "Follow me, follow me. Let me be your leader. And there is a purpose for it. I will make you fishers of men." These men were fishermen. And he came as a leader and said, "Follow me. I have something better for you. I will make you fishers of men." Now, that is a call from being fishermen to becoming fishers of men. When the leader came into their lives, he brought change. He provoked change. He virtually offered change. Okay? So primarily, a leader comes into the lives of the followers with change. The leader, as I said on the screen, is an interrupter. Okay? He interrupts the path that those who are following have been pursuing. But the value that the leader has to offer is great value. The change is a desirable one. The change is the platform or the instrument for offering value and ushering it into their lives. So I want to challenge you, dear leader, this morning. You're coming into the lives of your people by being appointed leader over them. Does it have a promise of change? Do you have explicitly a promise of change for the lives of those you have been given, responsibility for? Just like Jesus, the people most probably are focusing on a much narrower objective, when in fact there is a more worthwhile objective to pursue. These men were concentrated on catching fish for themselves to make some money, daily living, and then perhaps eat a bit out of it. But he said, no, there is something greater, there is something better, there is a higher level to aspire to. Instead of staying at the level of fishing, let me bring you to a much higher level of being a fisher of men. And that's a level of greater responsibility. He said, let me also make you guys into bona fide leaders. As bona fide leaders, you are empowered with what it takes to make a much bigger impact in life, in the world, in your sphere. Is a big deal. Is a really big deal. And unfortunately, this statement is to us more religious perhaps, than substantive. Yet, loaded in this statement is a huge, deep message for leaders, especially if you are discerning, especially if you are one who likes to think. That's what it is. It says change is imperative, but not so much the way that we mouth it, because you hear it very regularly, and it's probably true that what is constant in life is change. That's true. But now let's look at you as a leader. Are you bringing change into the lives of your people? Do you have an explicit promise of change for your people? Can they look forward to becoming something else now that they have come under you, and indeed something that is more worthwhile? Can they become more valuable members of society than where you met them? This is what leadership is about. This is the starting point of leadership. And if you want to succeed as a leader, we have said it's important that you make an offer to your followers. And that offer needs to be attractive. This certainly was an offer that was attractive, an offer of change that was attractive. As you know, many people, resist change. Many people don't want to subject themselves to change, especially when they are already comfortable in their current roles. It would appear that these guys were comfortable in their current roles. They were experts in this business. However, when the master came, he made them an offer of change that they could not refuse. Are you making an offer of change to your people? Is your offer of change something that your people cannot refuse? What is your promise to your people? What is the promise of your leadership to your people? What are you saying to them that you will make them into, that they can't refuse, that they haven't experienced before, that they can, look forward to, that they can begin to aspire towards, that they will completely submit themselves, to follow you? You need, as a leader, to be an agent of change. Not change for the sake of it, but change that involves adding very significant value to the people who are following you. Change that is such that is about bringing the people who are following you to a new phase of life where they have what it takes. They have been empowered with what it takes to make a more substantive difference in their sphere of operation. That's the challenge that I want to put before your doorstep this morning as a leader. That's what I want to call your attention to this morning as a leader. That's what I'm hoping that you would reflect on and will help you also to change course as a leader if you are not already doing what we have just talked about. It may appear simple, but it is foundational. And if you are not doing it, if you can't beat your chest that you are a leader who has come to interrupt the journey of your people for good, who has come to usher in change that will translate them into more valuable personalities who are capable of making a difference where they work, where they operate, in their responsibilities, and make them into a more valuable asset, all right, in life. Then you need to retrace your steps and you need to begin to do the right thing. That's my nugget for you for this week. And please go ahead and take steps. Take steps. Change is in the action. Now that you have work to do. Change steps. Change steps. So thank you for joining me this morning. It's Leadership Monday once again, and my name is Olatunji Sobodu. We have been talking about the subject of it's time for change. It's time for you to rise up as a leader and deliver what leadership promises, primarily change in your people. I look forward to seeing you next week. Monday, we meet this time every Monday. Go ahead, if you have not subscribed to the channel, you can go ahead and subscribe. You can share this also as you wish. You can call the attention of colleagues or friends or family to this. We do this every Monday, and it promises to add significant value to you. It promises to help your work. It promises to make you a better leader, one nugget at a time, one nugget at a time. And you have taken delivery of the nugget for today. Last week, I think I spoke about the subject of can you be trusted? So you may want to check it out also. Visit my YouTube channel and you would find a host of videos speaking to different subjects, different aspects of the subject of leadership. And please feel free and take advantage of them. Please also share your comments on what we have spoken about, and we'd like to have feedback. And if there's something you want us to touch on, please indicate it as well. And I promise to look into it as in a future edition. You may also be interested in some of our programs. Check the description below and you would find programs that we offer on the platform of Emet Leadership Academy. And finally, if you have a need for counsel, for advice, or indeed for coaching in the area of leadership, then please reach out to me via my email address, or even indicate in the comment and give information on how I can reach you. and then we can talk about supporting you in that regard. Once again, have a wonderful week. God bless you. Bye-bye.